Making sure it was on the video.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Are you starting with that, or are you starting with...
Whatever.
I was going to start with the beer. Whatever.
I just wanted something to drink. I was thirsty.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Here we go. I really hate this.
I know you do, but you gotta start somewhere. Gotta start somewhere. Give me a square one.
Yeah. Okay.
That's how we start things.
That's how we start things.
That's what we do. Monday Night Football tonight. Bengals versus Jags. Boys are gonna bring it in. I never wear the white jersey because my white jersey.
Come back. You don't have to go fast. Who cares? Hey, Ted, you signed this. And you signed that one too. Cincy Hat.
It's the very first giveaway that the Cincy Hat did, and it was my second day of work, and I got a bunch of push notifications on Twitter, and I was like, what the hell is going on? And I found out I won, and I just started my new job, so it was like just icing on the cake to everything that I had going on. I loved it.
Yeah. Ted's I'm a big fan of Ted. I really wish Ted would have got a touchdown this
I
year.
know. That they stole Ted's touchdown.
I know. I needed that Teddy touchdown,
We
know?
did. We 100%
I did.
But,
I did.
it happens, but we go from there, and yeah, the boys are playing tonight. The boys are going to win. And
Honestly, I think they're going to.
I think so, too.
I think they're going to win. I think it's going to be a surprise. Plus, the NFL has been weird this season. So,
Right, yeah.
Jake Browning's season's going to start.
I think so.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Something will not. But the main focus of our podcast is not going to be just mainly all sports related. It is going to be things of Cincinnati. So Joe and I met back in March at this bar here on the other side. We're here at the Blind Take. Shout out to them for letting us use their space right now.
Yeah.
We met back in March, and we both have always had somewhat of an idea for like a podcast or whatnot. And I've just always had a love for the city and always wanted to show off just the beauty that Cincinnati is. And so when he had brought the idea to me as well, I was like, let's do this. Like, this is our city and we want to show it off.
Right. Truthfully, I don't want to do this.
It's too bad.
Like, I don't want to, not because I don't want to like do a podcast, but because it's just not something that I generally do.
Too bad.
Yeah, too bad. We're going to because we feel like we
too
need
bad.
to.
You had stuff to just you hooked up your life with my life, and so like that's just how it's heading.
That's how it's going to be.
I run this show, obviously.
This is the brains.
Yes, 100%. Most of the time, if you're most of the tweets, 99.99% of the time, or from me. Same with most of the content. It's from me. It's on occasion it's him. If it sounds like it's very one-off, it's because he somehow got access to the account, and I somehow let.
Yeah, she let me like control it for a minute, and I stupidly post things while I'm inebriated, which is a great idea to do that on social media. So whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna revoke your access, but
that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, no, this is very unscripted.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're just gonna roll. We're not gonna have any script. We have like a general idea of what we're doing, but we had no conversation other than like when we talk on the phone what we're doing.
In your mind.
Huh?
I said in your mind, yeah. I mean, we'll have somewhat of like an idea of what we're doing and whatnot, but it's not going to be scripted. This is just natural. This is real. This is how conversation goes with the two of us. Like I said, we both just want to show the things of Cincinnati that we love. Granted, we wanted to start this a while back in the summertime when it was nicer, but life decides to hit you sideways with six times, and so
Yeah, it's not life is throwing a curve for both of us. It's been a wild ride, but that's life, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's all about how you react. So it's all good. Yeah, I mean, really, is the way that we talked about doing this is I want this to be real. And actually, like a good friend of ours, Kelsey, I met her at 16 Knots.
Chef.
Yep, the chef, our personal chef.
Yes. No.
No. Oh, damn it. All right. Well, anyways, she was talking to me and we were talking about this, and she said, "Wow, it's just like hanging out with your friends, having beers," and that's exactly what we want this to be. So.
And then we were talking to Tyler at the tailgate last home game, and he had told Joe and I, "Fucking A."
We can cut it anyway.
No. It's just
and we're trying again.
Because that foul had no idea it was going to fall. wasn't originally going to use the device that we're using, but
Yeah, we have tried to do this, I think, 4 times.
Yeah, camera, GoPro, phone, whatever. But anyways, what I was saying was at the last home game, we were at the tailgate, and Tyler, who's been one of our biggest supporters on all of our platforms, had told Joe, I can't remember what he said exactly.
Tyler said something to me, and this is exactly why we decided to do this, actually. He direct quoted what we said to each other. He said, for people who don't live in Cincinnati, they don't get a chance to see this. And this city is very different. If you've ever lived somewhere else, you'll know what I'm saying. But if you haven't, you have no idea how great this city is. And not because of whatever, anything else. It's the people, the culture, the city itself.
Correct.
How it is to be here is like nothing else I've seen in the country.
Yeah.
Like, this is so lively. We have so many walking up.
And we've also both had people reach out to us individually and tell us that the stuff that we've been posting and whatnot, they really appreciate it because either they've lived here at one point or they grew up here, and to still see that Cincinnati is authentic and real. This is why this sucks. Part 3, and it's probably gonna fall.
Anyway, so
I'm gonna put money on that. Anyways, what
right.
I was saying was people who have either grown up here or lived out of state and then have moved back, or whatever. I lost my train of thought. They have voiced that it's really neat and great to see that Cincinnati is still authentic and the people are still authentic and real. And it just brings them a sense of comfort of home, even though they are far away. I've always lived here. I've always had a passion for this city. I think it just ties into part of my purpose in life and whatnot. But there's something magical about Cincinnati.
Yeah,
and
it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I said this to Tyler. This was at the tailgate before
This is the last home game.
Yeah, before Pittsburgh. Tyler came up and said this to me, and I literally was kind of blown away. But I was like, man, I've lived in other cities. I've seen the worst of the worst and the best of the best, and I've seen both those cities go from the worst to the best and the best to the worst. And I said to Tyler, I was like, man, this is not something you get every day in life.
Okay.
This city is how you live life, and this is how you can live a life. And if you've never been anywhere else, you truly don't understand how much that means to somebody. The most important part to make somebody happy is a sense of community.
Yes.
Right? You got to have a sense of community, and that's what we have here. When you go somewhere else where there isn't a community, you have no idea how that feels. It's terrible. You can't just get a feel of home.
Yeah.
And this feels like home. For the past 16 years, I've been floating around the country and living in all kinds of places, and I always came back to Cincinnati. Yeah. Even for random games, I would drive back here for a game. Just come back and just enjoy home. And that's all it is.
That's what's neat about it too, is so we met through the Bengals community and whatnot, but just the way that we've seen the Reds community, the FCC community, the Bengals community, even the Cyclones, the UC, there's just so many different things about Cincinnati that connects you to other people and what it is. And obviously one of the most common questions that's asked if you're from Cincinnati and you meet up another Cincinnatian is oh, where'd you go to high school? And you got the mix of people who
that's the main question. Where'd you go to high school?
Right, yeah, that's the main thing. Is then people are oh, so yeah. But that's what's neat about it too, is so even though Cincinnati is somewhat growing and it's gotten bigger, it has its each little different boroughs, kind of how New York City has theirs. Each section has something unique about them, and so that's one thing that we are going to do with our podcast, is just bring you different insights to different places, whether it's farther up north towards Dayton or even over in Kentucky across the river. It's still considered a part of Cincinnati.
Yeah. This is gonna be very different. This podcast is gonna be very just raw because obviously our camera is working great.
Yep. The camera's working fine. What is being held up with is not
right.
Said, no.
I mean, literally, there are people just walking. This is just life, living. It's not going to be perfect, which drives me kind of crazy because I'm a perfectionist, and this is going to pull me out of my comfort zone, which is where you thrive. So here we go.
100%. The thing that will make it unique too is we're not gonna film in one place each time.
Yes,
so like we're very thankful for the Blind Pig right now for letting us use their space. But who knows where our next location is going to be? It's just kind of a hit or miss, and kind of go from there. And eventually, maybe we'll like have a homestead stomping ground, whatever you want to call it, kind of thing. But
you know, if there's if you have a place in Cincinnati you think you need to show off, which I think there's a ton. I don't.
Restaurants, parks, hole in the walls, any place that you know of that you want people to know about. Granted, some people want to keep their hidden gems, and that's totally understandable.
Right, and there are places in the city I go that no one else is going to know about because I want it to stay that way.
You're going to fucking tell me because I would like to know where it is.
Yeah, no, we're going to make sure that we really show off this city.
Right. So if there is some place that you want people to know about, local business, small business, someone who would appreciate getting their name out there, just like Midwest Barbecue. They started out really small. They've been around since 2013, and they have grown tremendously because of the community on Twitter and whatnot. And just to see them thriving because of just the word of mouth and whatnot. So if you know of any place, let us know, because we would be glad to reach out and just communicate with them and kind of just experience it for ourselves in general if we've never been there.
Right. Yeah. No. I try to see different aspects of this city all the time because, like I said, if you live in a place that's extremely populated or has a large amount of people coming into it, you don't get to experience a city like this.
Correct.
And we're kind of in a very we're kind of lucky to be here because you don't get this elsewhere. And it's worth showing off, I think. I think 100%. It's worth showing off. This city is worth showing off.
100%.
They call it, I hate that people call this a small market town, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, but it's also called many names. Queen City, Cincinnati, Cincinnati.
Right. Like
it's something. It's not a Cincinnati anymore, but in my opinion. But.
No, it's not. No, this city is miles ahead of what it was. It
would have been a freaking beautiful thing if the MLS Cup could have been here, but it's not a true Cincinnati sport. It's not a true Cincinnati sport, like Mo Egger says. If you don't experience heartbreak in the postseason,
that's right. Mo knows.
Yep.
Mo knows. When he said that, I was like, well, now they're ready to win a championship.
Exactly.
Now they're ready.
That's just part of it. It's been around for I don't know how many years it was. We probably weren't born yet. You were born. You were one. I was born. I was a thought.
Thanks for letting me feel old.
You're welcome.
I was born.
Appreciate it.
But I haven't experienced a championship. The first thing I've ever seen a Cincinnati team do was when they won the playoff game against the Raiders, the Bengals.
Yeah.
I had never experienced anything.
Yeah. I was out at. I went to a bar for every single game. I went to MLT for every single game for the playoff and the Super Bowl, and just to be out in the crowd and seeing the excitement of the city and just it being alive was just a beautiful thing to see because it had been years. And I just hearing the stories of people who were in the stadium and they didn't want to leave because they just didn't want to just sort of live in that moment. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yeah.
To hear about.
My favorite thing is I had tickets to that game and then I ended up coming down with COVID, so I had to sell my tickets, and I watched the game in my basement at my parents' house, bawling my eyes out.
Yeah.
And then I ran outside with all of my neighbors. I live in northern Kentucky, and all of my neighbors, after they won the game, we all ran outside in our front yards, and I was walking around with a bottle of bourbon, smoking a cigar. Like I didn't care. Like I was like, dude,
The amount of people I heard yelling "Hooday" from their house and posting videos of it.
Oh, it was insane.
It was a beautiful thing to see.
It was insane.
And it's gonna come back. Like Cincinnati's the underdog. We always have been, and they can continue to doubt us, and that's fine. But
hey, that's all right. Where's the Super Bowl next year?
Exactly. Where?
Yeah.
Where?
Where? You don't know?
No, I know where it is. I'm asking you where it is.
It's in New Orleans, where Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase have never lost.
Also, Joe has also never lost at that stadium, including the championship for your college.
So hey, that's all right. We'll wait till next year.
Exactly. It'll be a homecoming. It'll be a party. It'll be a grand time.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Anything else? Did we touch on everything? I think we touched on the basics.
I don't know. I'm going to keep talking.
Okay.
We still got drinks. What are we drinking?
What are you drinking? I don't have any clue what you got me. Did you not get me the same thing as you?
Yeah. Well.
No, that is darker than mine.
No, it's not.
Okay, I'm
This is Cincy Light. This is one of my favorite beers, and they hit a home run with this.
Okay, maybe you did, and it doesn't taste the same as it did at Rheingeist.
Well, you know. Okay. Taste test.
I swear it's not the same. Okay, it's the same.
It's the same.
Okay, it doesn't look the same because the sun is hitting at a weird angle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, okay.
Cincy Light, great beer. You all did a home run with this. Seriously,
yes,
this is fantastic.
100%.
Fantastic beer.
Yeah.
Another one of our favorite beers is Garage Beer.
Yes.
But they didn't have it at this bar, I don't think. Well, they probably do.
They probably do, but
I just, I felt like drinking a Cincy Light today. But hey, Garage Beer, we love you all.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
I prefer more of the lime one, but both are good.
That's all right.
In my opinion.
Drew Garrison and his fiance decided to walk around with me at a tailgate one time, and me and him got a little sloshed. Sorry, Drew. Not really though. I don't really care. I hope your hangover was great. And that's another good beer. That's just a great beer.
It is.
And I appreciate that company. They're great.
Yes,
they're great.
Yeah.
I also your signature drink. That's Jack honey, but she likes American honey and Sprite.
Honey, it's a little bit sweeter.
Jack and Coke. My all good too.
Yeah, that's got a kick to it.
And they pour them great here at Point Bank.
Guess who's driving?
And actually, I'm probably gonna have to Uber after this. That's all right. That's the best thing about it.
You can minding the Uber, but anyways, continue.
I was gonna say it's the best thing. You got all this stuff down here.
Exactly. You could.
A few more things I wanted to say.
Yeah, you didn't write it down, so that's all you.
No, I did, but I don't have it with me because why would you be prepared?
You never are, but this is why I'm the brains of the operation most of the time.
I have too much to think about. Sorry.
Okay.
I know. I don't.
You have too many tabs open in your head, probably. Is what
yeah,
it is. You have to close some out.
You have them on your phone. I have them in my head. It's like a filing cabinet in there,
Well, your filing cabinet's the best then. Anyways, I think we touched on, for the most part, everything about how our podcast is going to be different. It's not all sports related and whatnot.
No, this is Cincinnati.
It's just Cincinnati. Obviously, we're heavy on Bengals right now because it's Bengals season. But same thing, like when we were both out for the FCC game, I was making sure that we were getting content for that and whatnot. Shout out to Ryan, guys, because that was a great place to watch the game. If you didn't have tickets, to go, great bar, love it.
Yeah.
Even my aunt and uncle who live in the Michigan area, they are typical brewery people, and I remember my aunt texting me, and she was like, "Oh, have you ever heard of Rheingeist?" And I was like, "Have I ever heard of Rheingeist?" Like, yeah, absolutely. Like, how have I not heard of it? So. Yep.
No, I frequently prank Detroit friends down here that I have. I used to live in Detroit, and when I posted a picture of Rheingeist, and my buddy called me, and he goes, "Man, you're at that brewery, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Dude, I love that brewery. It's really a nice place. It really is."
It is.
Hold on, I didn't get to say what I'm wearing.
My bad.
Yeah, hold on. This is to my boy. Love you, Joey. I love you, man.
We do.
Love you. I actually got a chance to be at the Red Stadium when he did his last at bat and his little thing, and I'm going to miss him around here.
Yeah.
He
a lot of people will. I mean, he's the reason why a lot of younger millennials and Gen Z are fans of baseball, because when he came, I was in the 7th, 8th grade. Yeah. So I'd always been a fan of Cincinnati baseball, because that was my first love before the Bengals. It's just what we did as a family, was come down here and go to games, and it was a lot of fun. But it's a sad one.
Yep.
But that's okay.
It's all right. It's all right. Time will march on.
Exactly. The boys are going to do great in the next season.
Yep. By the way, Natty Sports is why I wore this. This is my boy. I love you, man.
I didn't know that's why you wore it, but...
No, it's not. But hey, it's all good. It's because I love Joey Votto.
That's that.
That's right. That's right.
Sorry, I didn't let you talk about your outfit.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all right.
I'm not that sorry.
Sorry.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what else we need to talk about.
I don't know. You had things. Put them in digital form.
I am going to say that there is going to be no editing. I mean, like we might cut little things here and there, you know, like
obviously because the camera fell
the
like
camera
2 times,
fell,
whatever, you know,
whatever. But
put it all together.
No, this is just going to be straight up. We don't even know if it sounds good.
We're just gonna, yeah.
Just go.
Yeah.
Like.
No.
Oh, perfect timing.
I dislike you so much because you cursed whatever this holder is. Anyways.
No, it's not. This is just a cheap Costco holder.
Anyways, this is just our authentic self.
Yeah, this
so
is real.
be an asshole sometimes. I will sometimes. You'll see that like he will get on my nerves, and I will put him in his place because I'm just tired of his shit sometimes. But this is just us.
Women.
Authentic. Shut the front door. I will also try and catch myself so that I'd like to not be that vulgar, but you know, as you can see, this man pisses me off enough. Anyways, what was I saying?
I'm a man.
Anyways, train of thought. Lost it. It's coming back. This is just going to be our authentic self. We understand not everybody's going to like us, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Because
I don't really care if you don't like me. I will say this. This is one thing I did want to say. One thing that makes Cincinnati great is the way we are as a culture and a community here. We generally, everybody that I know, everybody that you know, we all like to do, we put out great vibes in the world, right? And really, you should want to do that anyways with life. We all live on this shitty rock we call Earth, and the way things are in this world are not going great. You know, maybe we should all try to put out good vibes and be happy.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
It is.
Wild idea. Be happy.
It is. You also interrupted me, which I absolutely hate. So
I'm sorry.
I know. Whatever. It's fine. It's not fun. But stop talking.
That is one thing. You go ahead.
No, go ahead. I've done all the talking. Go ahead.
Okay. So another thing that we are going to do. We will steer away from politics.
Yep.
You don't want me to get on that soapbox.
Nope.
Ever. Because
nope.
I will say
nope.
yeah, you know.
Yeah. Anyways, the other thing we probably won't talk a whole lot about. So probably won't talk a whole lot about religion. Faith is a big important thing to me, but that is separate from religion. Religion and faith are two different things to me. If you want to have a conversation about that, you and I can have a conversation about that. But that's something we probably won't touch on a whole lot. I'll touch on it a little bit because that's just who I am, but that's just something we won't. So politics, religion.
Politics. She will probably let me go for a second and then stop me.
Yes.
Religion, we're not going to talk about. We will talk about the Lord a little bit here and there, because you do need to have, some type of belief in something.
Yeah.
If you don't believe in anything, then you're believing in nothing.
Again,
and you need to believe in something.
That's also just who I am, and he's stuck with me this long, so apparently I don't bash it into his head. But anyways,
I mean, we'll get in some real conversations about it though one day. I mean, Brandon Sayo, with his video he just released, there are some personal things that I would like to say on here and have discussions just for other human beings to hear.
Correct.
There's some things in life that we should talk about.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, and that's the other thing too, with it being Cincinnati related, is especially when we go to some of these places, is you want to know the history of some of these places, especially if they're originally from here, or if they've come here, what made them come here.
Right.
We want to know what it is for people that we're planning to either talk to or interview, what makes Cincinnati great for you.
Yeah.
And either what drew you here to Cincinnati or what makes it great to you if you're originally from here.
Yeah.
So there's going to be legit conversations.
Yeah, there'll be legit conversations, just things that people need to hear all the time.
But it might just be a lot of shooting shit.
Probably, because it's more fun.
Yeah, it makes it authentic.
It's more authentic.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, there's things that just, we should probably talk about.
Probably.
Especially in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we won't get into the...
We won't get into that yet.
Yeah.
We gotta
Yeah.
I could probably sit here and talk for probably 4 hours. And
he doesn't shut up sometimes.
I'm not even inebriated yet.
No. Literally. The first time we met at this bar, at the O'Malley's in the Alley, which is on the other side.
Great story how I found that bar.
Literally just was at home, and he's like, hey, are you doing anything? I was like, no. He's like, do you want to grab a couple drinks? So I was like, sure. I was here for 6 hours, people. 6 hours, because he wouldn't shut up, and I just am too kind, apparently, and don't know how to tell people to shut up. So now I know how to tell you to shut up.
Yeah, you can just shut up. Man.
Exactly.
Whatever. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else we should touch on?
I think that's pretty much everything. I mean, the Christmas season is coming up. There's plenty of stuff to do in Cincinnati. You've got the Deck the Halls or Deck the Yalls over in Kentucky at the Florence Yalls Field. You've got the Night the Light. No, that's not it. Light the Night. No, is that it? I don't know. Anyways, over at Coney Island. I'm pretty sure it's Night the Light. Light the Night? I don't know.
Light the Night?
I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Anyways, the thing at Coney Island, you've got the
zoo.
Cincinnati Lights Zoo. Yeah, Festival of Lights. That's
Festival Lights and Zoo.
I'll get my words eventually.
Best zoo in the country, by the way.
It is.
It really is. It truly is.
I know there's some things over out in like the suburb areas as well. Driving down this way, there was something about like a Yule type thing that's going on. Down at the banks, they have their market, and I can't remember the name of it, but you've got a lot of stuff going on for the Christmas season in the Cincinnati. And of course, the most famous one besides the zoo is the ice skating at Fountain Square. That is always a grand old time if you know how to balance, not kill yourself. I almost killed myself last time, so I don't know how much I'll be doing that.
Cyclones, if you all need somebody to come out there and win you all a Kelly Cup again, you just give me a call. I'm ready to skate, baby. I can't really play hockey that well, but I can fight and I can skate.
Okay. You can also just drink beers and make a pyramid tower.
Exactly. Hey, beer league hockey is the best.
So yeah, Cyclone season is coming up as well, but lots of Christmas stuff to do. The holiday market already passed, but it was okay. It was a lot. It was overwhelming, but it was good. Yeah, I don't really think there's anything else.
Let's see. You missed everything?
I don't know. We didn't have a script.
That's right. We just fucking started talking. Hey, spill my drink. I did.
Good job. Proud of you. You're welcome. Anyways, yeah, pretty much that's what we got going on. We wanted to get something out, so.
Yeah, Jeff. Sorry it wasn't live, bro, but you know.
No, it's not gonna be live for a while.
It's not gonna be live for a while, man.
To all of my friends who've been like, "When is something coming?" It's here.
We're coming. Hey, we're trying. You know, that's what makes us great.
Exactly.
These are normal people just
doing life.
Doing life.
Yeah.
But
we genuinely do appreciate all of you who have either reached out to us, wanted to support us ever since I created the socials a few months ago. It means a lot to me as well as Joe. Just putting out content here and there. We really appreciate you. Bottom of my heart.
Seriously, thank you for the support because, you know. Oh! And
final time, because after you say what you want to say, I want to say something that's going to.
All right. Seriously, thanks to everybody for the support. Thank you all for, just watching. Thank you all for just being there, because this isn't easy.
No.
This isn't. I don't want to do this. I actually hate.
Stop saying
this. I hate this.
Stop.
I don't.
I know, but
I love this city, and that's why we're going to do this.
Exactly. So I've always had a sense of community growing up and whatnot with school and my faith and whatnot, but realizing that the Cincinnati community is way different, starting with the Bengals community, I had no idea what a truly loving community was until I found the Bengals community on Twitter. And then just the Cincinnati community in general.
Yeah.
So from the bottom of my heart, that means a lot to know that there truly is people out there that care about you and want to see you thrive and do the best. So we highly appreciate you all.
Yeah.
And much love.
Yeah. Hey, we love the city. We're going to tell you why.
I love the city, but I hate him. So.
Yeah. Whatever.
Deals.